me start with Jameis Winston. And if he was eligible for this draft, based on what you saw, if the draft was going to be this year, where would he fit with these other quarterbacks?
I think he'd be right at the top, Dan. I do. I mean, I think it was funny during the first half of that game when he struggled, social media-wise, it was like they tried to discount everything the guy had done all year long because he had a rough first half, and then he kind of came back in the second half and was back to being his old self. Now, he's got a little bit of a long delivery, and people point that out. But, look, if Colin Kaepernick can have the success he's had with that kind of javelin delivery, I don't really worry too much about Jameis Winston. I think the size, the arm strength, his ability to move around enough to make plays, I think it would have put him right at the very top of this group.
But he's not a runner like Kaepernick.
No, not a runner like Kaepernick. Just the throwing motion. That was a big knock on Kaepernick, was the throwing motion. I think he's a more accurate passer than Kaepernick was at Nevada, and he can move enough to get out of trouble. And we saw that in the championship game. It's not the prettiest thing. It's almost kind of Roethlisberger-esque. He just kind of is a big guy that kind of sneaks around people. Next thing you know, he's got 8 yards.
There's a Byron Leftwich feel to his delivery, in my opinion.
It's long. It's very long, and that's going to be the issue. But I mean, it was the same thing with Kaepernick, who had a pretty unique delivery. So he's going to have to shorten that up a little bit. I don't think it's as huge of a deal as people make it out to be. One of the reasons because he's got just enormous arm strength, so that makes up for some of that.